this might top Raw 1000. What's up, man? Sluginthismug. We are less than 2 weeks away from possibly one of the greatest episodes of Monday Night Raw. We have the Women's Intercontinental Championship match, Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Title, Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns in Tribal Combat, and Seth Rollins versus CM Punk in the main event. With possibly more matches and many surprises possible, this show has the potential to be better than Raw 1000. But how good was Raw 1000? Raw 1000 took place July 23rd, 2012. For the first time ever, Monday Night Raw would be a 3-hour show. 9-year-old me was hype as hell. A DS reunion was announced to kick off the show. Brock Lesnar would decide if he would accept Triple H's SummerSlam challenge. AJ Lee and Daniel Bryan would have their wedding. We were promised a new Raw GM. Christian would defend his Intercontinental title. By the way, WWE ran a poll before Raw 1000 to see what championship the WWE Universe wanted to be defended on the show. This nigga Christian almost lost to Layla. Apparently, a lot of people wanted to see women's wrestling in 2012. No disrespect, but I didn't. You just had to be there to understand. And John Cena announced that he would be cashing in his Money in the Bank contract on CM Punk for the WWE Championship in the main event. And The Rock will be waiting next in line for whoever prevailed. This show had a massive amount of hype and lived up to it. The DS reunion was awesome. The whole band was back together and arrived with the same vehicle that they used to invade WCW during the Monday Night Wars. The crowd was lit, all the vibes was right, and then they got interrupted by Damien Sandow. And of course, they split this nigga wig. He had a super kick from HBK and a pedigree from Triple H. Rey Mysterio, Sin Cara, and Sheamus defeated the team of Alberto Del Rio, Dolph Ziggler, and Chris Jericho. Backstage in the women's locker room, Layla asks AJ is she sure she wants to go through with marrying Daniel Bryan. AJ snaps because she's tired of everyone asking her that, and she also tired of people calling her unstable because the entire roster is unstable. She made a good ass point. She opened the locker room door, and what do we see outside? Jim Duggan is walking around with a 2x4 shouting. Roddy Piper and R-Truth are playing jump rope with Lil Jimmy. Lil Jimmy is imaginary, by the way. And we see Mae Young with her son, who's all grown up. For those of you that don't know, Mae Young once gave birth live on television to a fucking hand. Brodus Clay showed up with Dude Love and squashed Jack Swagger. To add insult to injury, he had to taste Mr. Sacco. To add insult to injury, this is who you got your ass handed to you by. The fuck is that on Cuz head? Just when we thought AJ was actually going to marry Daniel Bryan, she stopped the wedding. She said she would say yes to another man who made a proposal earlier that night. And Vince McMahon's music hit. The whole crowd was shocked and Daniel Bryan just looking like, nigga, what? But Vince says it isn't that type of a proposal. It was a proposal for AJ to be the new Raw General Manager. So AJ Lee is officially running the show on Monday nights. The Miz won the Intercontinental title from Christian. Brock Lesnar accepted Triple H's SummerSlam challenge, and they had a big brawl in the ring. Heath Slater lost to Lita and got his ass beat by numerous WWE legends. Jinder Mahal and friends tried to attack Kane, but his big brother showed up and they clapped everybody. And I started watching WWE around like late 2008, so this was my first time seeing Kane and Undertaker actually together as a team, and it was so dope. And finally, the main event, Cena versus Punk, WWE Championship. A great match with a ton of drama and swerves. Cena won by DQ after Big Show attacked him. The Rock came down to make the save. He gave Big Show a rock bottom, and he was getting ready to set up the People's Elbow. He runs the ropes to hit Big Show with the People's Elbow. CM Punk comes flying with a mean clothesline. CM Punk officially turned heel. CM Punk ended the 1000th episode of Raw, walking out the WWE champion. Now, how do we top this? I believe the WWE should follow a similar format, but go for less comedy and more grit. It'd be nice to throw in a couple of funny segments with superstars like R-Truth, but let's focus more on action. I want to see new feuds, I want to see feuds ending, and I want to see moments that's going to be talked about forever. Have Triple H or John Cena open the show to light the crowd on fire. Triple H could do his thing where he announces the beginning of a new era, or Cena could officially start his farewell tour with the Open Challenge. Follow this with something to keep the new viewers glued. Get them the YS6 making an appearance, possibly attacking the Final Testament. Or have Cody Rhodes return to get his lick back on Kevin Owens. The Women's Intercontinental Championship match can't fail. Give the women at least a 12-minute plus match, allowing them to tell a story in the ring and make the belt feel like something worth achieving. Announce Gunther's next challenger. You can do Logan Paul, which is look like they doing right now, or even Goldberg, as it seems like seeds were planted at Bad Blood for the two to eventually cross paths. Possibly have Pence debut. I never seen him wrestle, but I heard a lot of good things about him. Give him an opportunity to make a great first impression when the lights are the brightest. Rhea Ripley and Liz Morgan feud is long overdue. Had them end this right. Please stop having Liv run from Rhea the entire match. She should be confident with her muscle Raquel Rodriguez in her corner. Had them have a good back and forth match, and whoever you decide to put the title on, had this be their final match against each other for a long while. Solo Sikoa, Roman Reigns, tribal comeback. Nothing even needs to be said. Had them go crazy. Weapons flying everywhere, fighting all over the arena, multiple interferences. Maybe here we see the debut of Hakuleo, if that's how you say his name. I never heard of him. I only watch WWE. Y'all gotta forgive me. Or even better, we can have The Rock return to get involved during or after the match. And the main event, Seth freaking Rollins versus CM Punk. There is no way this doesn't deliver. This is a WrestleMania main event caliber match. And I'm so happy that they're doing this on the debut episode of Netflix, just as a treat to their old fans who've been sticking around and also to the new fans who they trying to get glued. Just allow them to go out there and deliver like they always do. I wouldn't even be mad if this match resulted in a DQ or no contest because of their hatred for one another. This is just the beginning of this feud, and it could possibly carry all the way to WrestleMania 41 at the end of April. However we do this, I say we end this match with a cliffhanger, giving the fans wanting more. On paper, I believe this show can somewhat easily top Raw 1000. However, we have to see how everything actually delivers in real time. What are your thoughts? How would you book the show to make it a success? Let me know in the comments below. If y'all enjoy hearing me yap about wrestling, hit the subscribe button because I promise it's plenty more where they came from. Like and share with all y'all kinfolk, and also let me know what kind of videos y'all want to see in the future. Until then, I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side, man.